What's going on, guys? I'm back here with another video, and in this video we're gonna be doing functions. So let's begin. A function is a block of code which runs when it is called. As programmers, when we're doing something that just keeps on repeating, we usually put that in a function just to make it easier on ourselves. A function can also take data, known as parameters, but a function doesn't have to take data. A function can also return data, but it also doesn't have to. So let's create a function. All functions start with the def keyword, def, and now you put the name of the function. So I'll just call this hi, and it takes in input, and inside the parentheses I will put name. And you have to end off your function with a colon. Alright, so inside our function, let's do print hello plus name. And in order for us to use our function, we have to call it. And this is how we call a function. We put the name of the function. So our function is named hi, and then you put a pair of parentheses. And if your function doesn't take any inputs, you just leave the parentheses blank, but our function does take in inputs. So we put in a variable name. So I will do Finn. Alright, so let's run this. And we get hello Finn. Now let's create another function which takes in a number as input and returns that number squared. So I'll call this function squares. Def squares num, that's going to be our input, and I'll close that off with a colon. And now let's do return num times num. So let's call our function squares, and let's say I want to square the number 2. So let's run this, and we don't get anything. Let's see why. Well, it says over here, return num times num. Return doesn't print out a value, it just returns a value which you most of the time store in a variable in case you wanted to do something else with that value. But we just want to print this. So in order to do that, we just do print squares 2. So let's give it another go, and we get 4. Those two functions which we just made, those are some pretty simple functions. But functions are an important part of Python, and they can do many complex things. And that's it for this video. Catch you next time. Peace.